Hey everyone, Dave Gandarillas here. Want to make an update video for you guys. It's not going to be very long today. I'm actually going to do it a little differently than I normally do. Instead of speaking about a single opportunity, I'm just going to talk in generalities and kind of just showcase a couple of the opportunities I'm in that you can utilize to leverage what I'm going to talk about today. Before we get into the details, you can see that I'm on Facebook. The link for my page will be in the video description. Also, the link to take you to my portfolio of opportunities will also be in the video description. So just click the show more and look for the links and you can get there directly. If you decide to send me a friend request, send me a little message, let me know where you found me, let me know what you're up to. I'm looking only for people that are interested in online businesses. I do not typically use it as a meeting new friends type situation. I do that offline. So if you're interested in working with me online, joining my team in one of the opportunities, and or just following me, and I can also follow you, certainly send me a message and send me a friend request, all right? Because I only have about 1,700 more people that I can add, so I'm being very specific on who becomes a friend on social media with me. And like I said, I'm looking for entrepreneur-minded, those who are looking to change their lives, committed to make that change. And if they need maybe possibly some initial assistance to guide them in the right direction. So certainly send me a friend request. I look forward to having you as a friend. I look forward to having you take a look at the opportunities I'm currently involved with. If you like this page, you can actually have this for yourself by hitting join now. They give you a 1-week trial, and then it's about $10 a month. And it's a nice way to have you put everything that you're involved with in one place. So I have 9 different things that I have listed here. You don't have to have 9. You could have as many as you want or as little as you want. So if you only have 1, you could put 1 here. If you have 2, you could put 2. You know, it's up to you. And you could put them on, take them off, make them visible, make them hidden. So you can decide what you want to do with yours. It's totally configurable. You could change this background image. You put your image here. You basically decide what you want to write here. I want to make sure you guys are aware that I am showing you some progress that I'm doing over time, but it's not saying that you're going to do the same. It's going to be based on how committed you are to building your business, how committed you are to be a professional, and how committed you are to getting out of your comfort zone. So if you do all those things and you work hard, you could certainly do equal to even better than I am. So just because you're coming in on my team underneath me in the organization does not mean that you can't make more than me. So never think that you're going to be limited by, less than what I'm making. So just the sky's the limit. There's no ceiling on earnings, and it's basically you get in, you get out what you put into it. All right. So if you treat it like a hobby, it's going to pay you like a hobby. You treat it like a business, it's going to pay you like a business. If you're professional, people are going to respect you. People are going to see that you take it serious. You're not just, a hobbyist or just, dabbling and getting onto the next one, getting onto the next one, getting onto the next one, and just calling things scams, all that kind of stuff. There's so much negativity out there. It's just so sickening, and so people just want to be negative. You're not going to get anywhere being negative. So be positive, right? All right, so the focus of my little mini video here, I'm not going to make it very long, is just basically talking in general about cryptocurrencies. Now, you guys have you been watching the different cryptocurrencies that have been going up in value? There's something called market cap. I think it's market crypto cap. Yeah, CoinCap that was there for a second. There it is. So if you go to this page, cryptocurrency market cap, you can kind of see what all the different cryptos, the top, I believe they have the top 10. Actually, they have them all. So right here, you have 100 of them, right? And then you can go to the second page and even see the next 100. So these are all the different coins that are out there. Now, what I'm personally focusing on, and what this opportunity right here, TradeCoin Club, what they focus on is they basically trade the top 10. So all of these here that are in the top 10 market caps are the ones that are possibly being traded by the automated system within TCC. So as you can see, there's ups and downs. Ripple had a nice run. It came down a little bit. But if you look in generalities, look in the left and look in the right. Low to higher, low to higher, low to higher, low to higher. There's a little bit of a repeat. Okay, Ethereum Classic went down, but that was when they did that fork, and one is going to take, one's going to do well and one's not going to do well. So there's always an inverse relationship with that. And then look at all the other ones. I mean, pretty much if you look on the left, it's low. On the right, it's higher. So, and this one's lower. I don't know. I'm not familiar with this one. Dogecoin is another one that I'm interested in. So basically, I have positions in Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Litecoin. I'm gonna start building a position in Dash and possibly Steam and Dogecoin. Those are the ones I'm focusing on. Now for Bitcoin, I have mining opportunities, I have rev share opportunities, I have other opportunities like TCC that all take advantage of Bitcoin. So they pay you out in Bitcoin. So as the price is going up, so for example, if you're in TCC and you're earning 0.1 Bitcoin a day, you're still going to get your 0.1 Bitcoin a day if that's what you're earning. But just think about the price. The price has gone up almost $800 within the last couple weeks. So you're still getting your 0.1 or whatever you're averaging. Like if you figure out your average over a couple days, you can start seeing, a range that you're possibly going to get per day from the trading part of it. And then think about this. I mean, you basically got an $800 pay raise because the price of Bitcoin has gone up. You're still getting your 0.08 or 0.1 or whatever you're getting per day, based on the trades, but the price has gone up. So really you've made more because of the price appreciation. And the same thing goes for the rev share. Right? So if you're in a rev share for example, if you're in my paying crypto ads, right? And you've built yourself a position with the ad packs. You bought ad packs. You're getting commissions. You're buying more ad packs. You're advertising. You're bringing people on your team. You're bringing people on to your other opportunities, and you just continue doing that. You're going to make your rev share of 120%. So they're paying you back everything you spent plus another 20%. But in addition to that, you're still going to earn your Bitcoin per day based on how many ad packs you have. You're making sure that you surf every day. Then within the last 3 weeks, if I was making 1 Bitcoin a day, 3 weeks ago, that would be equal to $900, right? Right now, it's equal to $1,800. Actually, is that really that price? I didn't think it was that high. Holy crap. I'm going to double check here. I can't believe that it's up that high. I thought it was at like 17 something a little while ago. It's 1746 on Coinbase. So this is probably not real time. They take snapshots, and it's not necessarily from Coinbase. They may take another source, another exchange. But just think about it, though. My point is, this is basically doubled. If you think about it, 3 weeks, 4 weeks ago, it was $900, and now it's $1,800. So that 1 Bitcoin that I put in for 900, or the 1 Bitcoin that I was making 3 weeks ago in my paying crypto ads on the rev share, I'm still making the 1 Bitcoin a day. I'm now making double the money, because when you convert it back to the US dollar, you're actually making more per Bitcoin than you were before. So it's kind of like a savings account. Like, so for example, think of it like this. If you were in my paying crypto ads and you bought in your wallet, in your Coinbase wallet, you bought 1 Bitcoin, right? If you left it there, you would have made over the last month or so about $800, $900, right? So that's one track upward that you're making. You're making money on the appreciation of the Bitcoin price. Now think of this. How about if you took that 1 Bitcoin and you put it into my paying crypto ads, you bought your ad packs, you're advertising, you're getting referral commissions from the advertising that you're doing for your other opportunities. And then on top of it, you're making 20% on that Bitcoin. So if you put in 1 Bitcoin, after it matures, all the ad packs, within 2 months or so, you're going to make $200 for that. 0.2 Bitcoin. So your 1 Bitcoin that you put in was 900. Say you put this in 2 months ago. it was at 900. 2 months later, now it's at 1800 plus you've made 120%. So now you have 1.2 Bitcoin. So now your one Bitcoin that was at 900, when you take it out, it's going to be worth 1800 times 1.2. So what is that? Just keep numbers simple. Do 1800 times 1.2. So your $900 Bitcoin, if you just had it in your Coinbase wallet, would be worth 1800. But now because you were buying ad packs and you were compounding, when you pull out that one Bitcoin, you made an extra $200, a 0.2 Bitcoin. So now that is equal to 2160. So you see how you've made like $300, $360 more because of the rev share of 0.2, the 20% rev share that you've made on your one Bitcoin. So you're making the money on appreciation of the Bitcoin. You're not losing out on that. Plus you're making an extra 20% on your purchases. Every time you buy a new ad pack, you're making 20%. Every time you buy a new ad pack, you make 20%. Every time you buy a new ad pack, you make 20%. You just do that over and over and over again, and over time, you're going to be compounding. You're going to be making more and more. So you're gonna make the money on the Bitcoin price going up. Plus, you're going to make the money within the system that they're paying you the rev share. So it's a win-win. And then also on the negative side, if you think about it, if for some reason you went in at 900, right, and you bought your ad packs, you're buying your ad packs, you're buying your ad packs, and then it went down, say it went down 20% over 2 months. Because you've been building it inside your system, you've actually minimized your losses because you've made the 20% within the system. So the price depreciation that you might have seen by just holding it in your Bitcoin wallet, you've actually minimized it by making the profits within the system. So now you haven't lost any money because you lost 20% on the price of Bitcoin, but you've made 20% on the Bitcoin itself, so you've compensated for the loss. So it's a win-win in both directions, right? You're minimizing your losses and you're maximizing your gains. So that's one reason why you should really think hard about getting involved with my paying crypto ads, right? What happened to my sites here? I guess I closed it. That's one reason why you should get involved with my paying crypto ads. And then also another big reason to get involved with TCC, because every day you're going to be earning, depending on what you put into the exchange, they're going to trade every day and you're going to get a certain amount of Bitcoin. Now once I hit your wallet, that's yours. So say today you made 0.1 Bitcoin, it's at 1800. When the price goes up further, you're going to, like I say, it goes up to 2000. When you finally take out your one Bitcoin at 2000, you've made the appreciation of the Bitcoin from the time that it's in your wallet, right? Once it hits your wallet, it's yours. It's in the system, but it's yours. And then you're writing out the profits from the Bitcoin appreciation. Now, if you're just starting TCC, though, for the first 60 to 90 days, depending on your strategy, if you're a passive earner or if you're going to be a team builder, you're going to take that daily money that you're making in the trade wallet and compound it. And you should compound it over and over and over. Every time it hits the minimum value, you should be putting that back into the exchange. So the following day and the following 24 hours later, you're using more money to make more money. And you're going to do that over and over and over again for the first 60 days. And then if you're a passive earner, then you're going to just stop compounding and you're going to allow your trade wallet to grow. And if you're a team builder, you're going to be generating 5 other streams of income, which will allow you to go even further, possibly up to 90 days of compounding or even longer, because you're going to generate those 5 other streams of income that's going to be coming into your wallet in addition to the trade wallet. So you want to get as much into the exchange so that you can earn more daily in the trade wallet as well. So this is my progress. If you looked at my video here, in 74 days I was at 1400. Now it's 89, so that's 15 days later, and my account has grown another 350%, 55% over the last 15 days. And that's Yeah, so that, I mean, actually, since 87 or 86, I've stopped compounding for the moment, and I'm just letting my account grow and grow and grow now. So that's my strategy. You don't have to stop. You can keep going, but I'm gonna let mine grow for a while and then see how things are. And what you basically got to do is you got to decide if you're going to continue to compound or not. As your there's a little bar inside the dashboard that goes from 1x to 2x to 3x to 4x to 5x, and basically at 5x, the company's paid you back 5 times what you've put into the exchange, and you commit to buying another package and start the timeline over again. So once they make you 500%, you're committing to another 8 month or 12 month time period for them to do it again. And you can continue to compound your account until that marker hits 3x. So if you want to compound, you got to make sure you continue to compound and keep that bar to the left of 3x. Once it hits 3x, you're locked out. No more compounding, and the only thing you can do is let your account grow and grow and grow into the wallet exchange. The wallet commissions and the wallet trade. So just be aware, if you're interested in compounding, don't let that get to 3x, because you won't be able to compound any further. And your goal should be to at least compound for the first 60 days, regardless if you're a team builder or not. And if you're a team builder, you can even compound longer, into the 90-day, 100-day range, depending on if you're an apprentice or a trader. As an apprentice, you only have 8 months. As a trader, you have 12 months, so you have another extra 4 months. So your goal should be to at least go from, if you're starting out with an apprentice, compound your account, get yourself to a trader level. And if you're really serious, get yourself up to the senior trader level, which is 5 Bitcoin or more in the exchange. And that'll allow you to, earn, if you're a team builder, you're going to earn a bunch of different levels, deeper, higher percentage. And, the trader and the senior trader both are 12 months, and the apprentice is 8 months. So basically, you put your money in, you leave your money there for 8 to 12 months. The system will make your money. All the money gets put into your trade wallet and or your commission wallet. And at the end of the 8 months or the 12 months, you decide, depending on if you're forced to buy another package. Forcing mean in a good way, because they've made you 500%. And if they didn't get you to 500%, or you didn't get to 500%, then you could decide what you want to, if you want to re-up and buy again, and how much money you want to put in to start, and all that kind of stuff. And then if you start again, then you would do the same thing. You would compound again for the first 90 days. So again, I've said it in other videos, this company TCC is looking for long-term clients. They're not looking for you to come and go as you please. They're looking to keep this going for a very long time, and by doing so, they create the 8-month or 12-month contracts, so there's just stability for the company. They know exactly what kind of funds their robot's going to have access to trade, and they just know they have kind of like a 12-month outlook on what their system will look like, and what kind of profits they're going to generate. They're a company, so they're looking to generate profits. And they're a brick and mortar. They have a office in Belize, and they have bills. So they want to make sure that they're stable in terms of clients, not coming and going, in and out. Today invest, tomorrow don't invest. They don't want that. They don't want the chaos. They want people that are committed to staying with them for a very long time. So if your mindset is not to stay with this for a long time, at least 8 to 12 months is the minimum, but you should really plan to put money in here that you don't need right now, and just build this for a couple of years. And this will be, another retirement fund for you, so to speak. And once you get it up to a high enough level, if you're still currently working in a 9 to 5, you can actually find yourself earning enough per day to replace your income. But it's going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight. You're going to have to build it. The matrix is going to kick in. If you haven't watched my video, watch this video. The matrix is really, really, really where you're going to get some crazy income every month. And it's just going to grow month over month, because more people are falling into your matrix every day. So the more you have in there, and the more, when they become qualified, the more you're going to get paid. And over the last 3 months, I could basically say that from month 1 to month 2, My second month was double my first. My third month was double my second. And now I'm expecting my fourth month to be double my third. So it's been doubling over and over and over again. So it's just, you could start seeing the progressive exponential growth in the Bitcoins that you're going to get out of the matrix. So please make sure you watch this video, because I go into a lot of detail on explaining what the matrix is all about. So that's really it for today. I don't want to go into any more specifics. I went into a good amount of detail here. If you're really interested, what you want to do is you want to come to my page here. In the video description, there's a link that'll take you directly here. And what you'll want to do is you'll want to take some time and watch this video for TCC. And then if you're interested in my paying crypto ads, as I explained it with the leveraging of Bitcoin, you'll want to watch this. Leverage your Bitcoin, internal, external compounding, how to build your withdrawal levels, all the different techniques are in this video. So they're both about an hour long, and you know, instead of me talking about it every time here, I think it makes more sense for me to just kind of summarize it, maybe pique your interest, maybe you're interested in it, maybe you're not. If you are, they're here for you to look at. If not, come to my site anyway and take a look at some of the other ones I'm involved with. You know, I can't read your mind. I don't know exactly what you're interested in. All I can do is share the information to you, be honest with you, show you my experience so far, where I've started, where I've gone. You know, for example, by showing this, right, you can see today's day 89. I'm at 1755, and when I made this video 74, which is 15 days ago, my account was at 1400. So you could see that 15 days later, that over 15 days I've increased my account 355%. So if you take 355 divided by 15, basically by compounding every day, all my commissions and my trade volume up until this point, now I haven't been doing it. So I've basically been increasing my account. You know, if you take it just to be, you know, the same every day, over 15 days on average, my account has grown 23%. So that's my experience. That's me compounding. That's me building a team. That's me, you know, promoting it. That's me doing a video. That's me learning about cryptocurrencies. It's all about what you're going to do. So don't come in here and just think you're going to click a button and you're going to just sit back and make millions of dollars. That's not the mindset you should have. You should come in with if you're brand new and you're a new person, you don't know anything, come in with a student philosophy, right? That you're going to take away as much information you can and use what you think is right for you, and get that from a number of people, not just myself. Find a couple other people that you're following, and between all of us, maybe I say something that's interesting to you, maybe that other person says something that's interesting to you, and then you get 3 or 4 different angles from, or the same information being said 3 or 4 different ways, and then it clicks in your head and you get it, right? And you get the vision, you understand where this can go, and you get the passion, and then you get motivated, and then you start losing your self-doubt because you get started and you start earning some money. So those are all the different things you got to work through. And I'm not going to say it's going to be easy, because it's not. You got to push yourself sometimes. There's going to be days that you're not going to want to do anything. You're not going to want to promote. You're not going to want to meet new people. You're not going to want to get uncomfortable. But if you stick it out and you push yourself and you do it over and over, it becomes easy. For example, here's a prime example that you can do for yourself to get yourself out of your comfort zone, but yet have a little comfort in yourself. Like, for example, the best way to build your team, best way to build a following is to do a video. As you can see here, I put videos out on YouTube every couple days. I've been trying to do it every day, but the last couple days have been very hectic. So I do what I can to get a video out there. If you're serious, you should think about making a video every day for the next 30 days. There's studies that show that habits are formed after repeatedly doing something on average for 30 days. So by you making a video for yourself every day, you can kind of keep a diary for yourself of where you were at day 0, right, the first day, and then where you are on day 30. And then what I would do is I would watch the video when you first started and watch your video that you did after day 30, and you're going to see the difference. You're going to see the comfort. You're going to see maybe how you present yourself a little differently. You get more confidence. You get your words start flowing a little easier. You get into a rhythm. You get into a habit. So, and the point is, so make that video. And if you really, really, really don't want to put it out there for the world to see, keep it for yourself. Make a video for yourself. Pretend like you're putting it out there to the world, but don't put it out there. Just make it. And save those videos. And then once you'll start getting confidence in yourself, because you'll see the progress and how you've improved with making those videos. And then you maybe at day 30, you'll be ready to put yourself out there to the world, right? So, that's a habit forming process, right? You have to do things over and over. You got to push yourself out of your comfort zone, and you just got to do it. The best possible thing you could do for yourself is get started with one of these opportunities. If it's Trade Coin Club, whatever it may be. Maybe it's not even on my page. Whatever you decide to do in life, if you pick an opportunity and you're serious about it, go through the process of making a video. When you're building a team, your team is going to have a lot of questions. So practice for yourself, learn everything you need to learn about the opportunity, and start making some coaching videos. Like maybe for My Paying Crypto Ads, you make a video of how you sign up to get started. Or maybe for My Paying Crypto Ads, you make a little video showing how you enter your Bitcoin address in your profile. Or maybe in My Paying Crypto Ads, you make a video of how you set up an ad pack so that you can advertise one of your opportunities. Or maybe in My Paying Crypto Ads, you show how you can buy a new ad pack from within the system with the earnings that you made, right? Those are like 5 different things I just thought on top of my head that you probably take for granted. But if you've been doing My Paying Crypto Ads for a while, you know how to do all those things. You've done them. So why don't you share that with the world, right? There's so many people that were in your shoes when you first got started that will ask that same question. And instead of you sitting there having to type out or try to explain how to do something, now you have a video on your YouTube channel or on Vimeo or on wherever you might store it. And you don't have to do Facebook. There's Vimeo and there's other services where you can make a video for yourself. And then when you get a teammate that joins you and they have a question, you could just say, hey, I made a video about that. Here, leverage this video. And then if you build a team and your teammates have the same question, you can use that video again. So that's called a system, right? That's creating a system, keeping it simple, making it duplicatable, making sure that the person doesn't feel like they have to be the expert. Those are all important things to have a team, to grow a team, to mentor a team. I'm not saying that you shouldn't have all that skill set down the road, but when you first start, you're going to get overwhelmed if you're going to try to know everything about everything. And a lot of people get into they're like deers in the headlight if they try to do everything. They get stuck. They stall, and then they just go into procrastination mode. And all they do is they try to learn instead of doing stuff that's actually going to build their teams and build their the online presence. So don't get me wrong. I've been battling that for myself because I'm an engineer background. So an engineer typically wants to know everything about everything, right? But when you start crossing that border from realizing you don't need to know it all, you just need enough to get going, and realize that the process that you're going to go through, you're going to learn it anyway over time as opposed to everything at one time. So if you spent all the time to learn about the blockchain, you spend all the time to learn about a cryptocurrency and how coins are mined, you're going to blow months or at least weeks of research and research and reading, and it's not needed. It's not needed. The blockchain is working. Bitcoin's being sent. Bitcoins are being mined. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't go and try and learn those things, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't try to read an article every day about cryptocurrencies, but you can't get stuck into training mode or learning mode and not get into activities that are going to actually build your teams and build the commissions and build what you want. You know, you got to get yourself into action. What do they call it? I can't think of it. Button seat, something about action, taking action. You know, when you set yourself aside a certain amount of hours per day for your business, those hours you set aside for your business should not be learning. You should not be reading a book. You should not be watching a video. You should be doing something that's going to build your online presence, build your online team, provide value to people. You could do a video like this. This would be considered building your presence, but you can't just use all your time reading and not doing what you need to do, because most of the time you guys end up doing that. Everyone ends up doing that, myself included. We do that because we're trying to avoid doing something that we're uncomfortable. So make sure you kind of, as much as you're going to say to yourself, oh, I'm never going to do that, you will. The important thing is to recognize that you are doing it, and then stop, and then break the sequence. Like, get up, go outside for a walk, do something different, and get yourself out of that. Or if you're on the phone call with somebody and you're having a hard time with that person, or maybe he's one of your leads or a prospect, and he's just coming up with all these different excuses, or he's coming at you hard with scam this, scam that, or whatever it may be. If you're sitting down, stop and stand up. You have more power. It's weird, and it's like you wouldn't think so, but stand up and talk to that person. Stand up and walk around, and your presence and the way you present yourself will change, because you'll put yourself in power, as opposed to allowing that person to give you all your excuses and give you a hard time. Now, if you come into contact with someone like that, don't put a lot of effort in trying to convince them. We're not in the convincing business. We're into sharing information, educating, and then assisting if they're ready, assisting them to do it. But they're not going to do anything they're not ready to do, and you're not going to change who they are. You're not going to. They're going to have to go on their own journey if they're serious about it, and they're going to have to change their mindset, and they're going to have to do certain things before they come around and say, "Okay, I'm ready." And when you start letting go of the people that are really giving you a hard time, you'll be surprised how much better you feel. And you can't try to drag someone down the street with you. Let them go. If they've watched you and they contact you from the beginning, they're going to still watch you. And then maybe they're going to take action on their own and do what they need to do to learn a little bit more, and they'll come around again. They'll come around again. Believe me. There's people that I haven't talked to in years that all of a sudden come back and say, you know what? I should have followed you earlier. I didn't. I wasn't ready. I'm ready now. Let's do this. So just realize that there's 7 billion people out there. Don't let one person ruin your day. Don't let the negativity ruin your day. I'm not saying don't be real about things, but dwelling on the negative and doing negativity and focusing on negativity will get you nowhere, because you're clouding your mind. You're taking up space in your mind that's not progressing you to your goal. So of course, life happens, situations happen. It's part of life, and as you get yourself further and further, and you push yourself, you're gonna feel like the universe is collusion on you, that to bring in whatever obstacles they could possibly do to stop you from getting to where you want to get, and you just got to work through that. A lot of times, you're creating things that are not there because your mind, your subconscious, is trying to protect you. Every time you challenge your subconscious, it tries to go into like a self-preservation type scenario, where it starts recognizing that you're doing something that could possibly harm you, and your subconscious tries to stop you from doing it, and you just got to battle through it, and you got to break that past mindset. And it's not easy. You got to work through it, and you just got to be consistent, persistent. Got to push yourself to get uncomfortable. Uncomfortable is good, because once you're uncomfortable, you're learning something new. You know, a lot of people get complacent. Like for a job, for example, if you're working in a job, most of the time you may not change jobs because you got it easy, or you know what you got to do, and yeah, you don't have to do so much, and you could just go to work, go home, get paid, nah, no big deal. And you're worried, like if you decide you want to change your job, now you realize you got to go to a new employer. You got to kind of maybe prove yourself. You're going to probably have to work harder because you're going to learn something new. And a lot of people just stay where they are because they're afraid of that. So again, if you're working, you know, always try to learn something new and use your time wisely, right? We all have the same amount of time every day, and we don't know how long we'll be here, but we have to make the best of it, right? I mean, you got to do good things, you know, enjoy ourselves. You got to make it fun, and just, you know, don't want to have to regret this later in life that you didn't do what you really wanted to do. So it's all out there for you. There's a lot of abundance. Like I said in my last video yesterday, the money's there. It's up to you to get out of your own way and go after it. And you know, money is not going to buy you happiness, but it's certainly going to buy you the opportunity to have more time freedom to possibly give you the happiness that you're looking for, right? Anyway, it's still 36 minutes long. I wanted to make it short, but again, I always like to try to provide some insights and new ideas and something for you guys to think about. And I hope you appreciate it. I hope you take value out of this. I look forward to having you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Find me on Facebook. Find me on social media. Send me a friend request. If there's something on here that I haven't talked about and you're interested in learning more about, let me know. Send me a message on Facebook. I've gotten a lot of messages that people have been watching my videos, so that's great. I really appreciate that feedback. But if there's something that I missed or something that you don't understand about any of these, please send me a message. Connect with me on Facebook, send me a message, and I'll make a video for you guys. You know, I don't, you know, it's hard because you know what you know, but you don't know what other people don't know, right? I mean, I'm making assumptions sometimes, and really all I'm really doing is putting out new information or something that was on my mind today. But really what's really you know, beneficial and fulfilling for me is to know that there's a problem out there that you guys are having that I may have the answer to, and I could very easily put a video together for you guys to explain it, maybe say it in a different way than you've heard before. You know, because two people could say the same thing, and if they say it, one person says it one way and another person says it another way, you know, you take away different things from different people, and you take away different things if you hear it more than one time, and you take away different things if it's presented in a different way. So certainly let me know if there's a piece of any of these opportunities that you don't understand. I'll do my best to put a video together, and if there's something I don't know that you're asking a question about, I'll do the background research to get the information for you guys if it's out there, and you know, make you guys a video. So I hope you have a great week. Today's what's today? Today is Tuesday. So have a good rest of the week. Keep pushing forward. Make sure you attack your goals. Get uncomfortable. Do that video every day, even if it's just for yourself. Use your cell phone. Do a selfie. Make a little video. And do that for 30 days. And then look at the first video and look at the last and see how much you've improved. You don't have to do something overnight. If you chip away at it every day, like what I've heard the saying, right? The saying is, if you improve yourself 1% a day, over a year, would have become 365% better than you were a year ago, right? And it's probably even more than that, because every time you learn something, and then you learn something new, and then you're going to be building on what you're learning, so it's even going to be better than that, right? It's just like compounding an account. You do it every day, a little bit by a little bit, by a little bit, and you got a lot at the end, right? Same thing goes for your skill set. Learn something new. Don't try to learn everything at one time. Just make a list and just focus on something per day. Even if it's 15 minutes, just pick something and read about something for 15 minutes a day. That's all you gotta do. If you're working, do it on your lunch break. Do it on your break. Do it when you first walk in, the first 15 minutes of you having a coffee. Read something for 15 minutes. 15 minutes is not gonna derail your day, and you'll see over a month, over 10 days, it's 150 minutes, right? 150 minutes is 2 hours. What people get stuck on is that they feel that they have to sit down and they have to spend 3-4 hours at a time learning something. Whereas if you just took a book, here, for example, I took this book right here, The Direct Solution. This is basically a book about how, even though we're online on social media, there's still a direct selling aspect offline. So you could take a book here. Let's see, a chapter 119. Let's see how long a chapter is. 43. About 20 pages. Even if you read 1 or 2 pages a day, you'll get through that. You could probably do a chapter a week. And then how many chapters are there? 12 chapters. A chapter a week, 12 chapters, 3 months, you'll be done with this. As opposed to you trying to sit there for 4 hours in one clip and read it all. Plus, you're not going to digest it all at one time anyway, right? You take a little bit of information, you read about it, and then you think about it when you're not realizing you're thinking about it, and you're going to learn more by reading a little bit at a time as opposed to trying to read this whole book at one time. So just try to break up your time into manageable pieces to fit it into your schedule so that you can learn what you need to learn to go where you want to go, okay? All right, guys. It's now 40 minutes. I really apologize. Have a great day. Until next time. Take care.